Hello creation, I hope you're well. I'm not going to say I've not written something, I have, but it was just one sentence. It was a question really. So, and when I wrote it, I thought, because it just came through to me and I thought, I wonder if anybody's written that before. So sometimes if something comes through, I think that's prominent. So it came through, and when I googled it, it came up and said that exact phrase was used in a video game. Well, I don't play video games, so it's just pure fluke. But the sentence was, what use choice if one is afraid to use their voice? It's so relevant these days, isn't it? When we've got such a lot of oppression that's in the world, these energies that are fighting for the survival, because they are fighting for the survival. But there are many who are afraid to use their voice. But they do have a choice. We all have a choice. We can either buy into the illusion, be afraid, buy into the fear, and add to the problem, or we can add to the solution, which will bring about the end of this time that we are, the end of this Piscean time, the age of Pisces, and will help usher in this age of Aquarius. There's always going to be choppy waters before we get to the calmer waters. There's always going to be the upheavals before we get to the peace. There's always got to be something to die. Something old has to die for something new to be birthed, and that's how it is. It's been, and there's a new cycle that's starting, and it is this age of Aquarius, and it's going to take time for it to be properly birthed. But that's why we're here. That's why you're here. We're here to help in this exchange of energies, in this changing of the guards. Well, we are though, aren't we? We're here to help in the changing of the guard, as it were. But there are that many who are afraid to use their voice, because there are those forces out there that would have your voice silenced forever. They would have you under their control, under their fear, under that umbrella of fear forever. No, we don't. We have a choice. But like that said that just came through, what use choice if one is afraid to use their voice? We must speak up. We must speak our truth. We must. When there are those injustices going off within the world, those injustices across the board, at every level of creation, those injustices have been played out and acted out. But the time of great suffering has to end. It has to end for this new time to be birthed. It has to do. Because it's part of the completion of cycles. and the starting of a new cycle. If any out there think that they are, I mean, you're all of creator, source, energy, whatever you want to call it. All of you, anyway. You're all energy. You're all of it. When you take those, your position, which we all play a part, we all play a role in this grand theatre of life. We're all here to learn in this university of life, and we all act out as if it's one great big theatre. And we all have a role to play, regardless how some may see your role as irrelevant, as some may see others' roles as the most vitally important. In the eyes of creation, you're all equal, and every role is vitally important for the whole completion, for the old cycle to complete. If you weren't of importance in the eyes of creation, you would not be here. If you weren't here to learn or to help others learn, you would not be here. If you were not meant to evolve, you would not be here. This is a great time of awakening, an awareness of consciousness in every individual that is part of the collective. So every one of you are playing your part in this ascension of evolution, the evolution of creation. You are important, vitally important, regardless of what you do whilst here upon this earth plane. Whether you're playing a part for the low vibrational frequencies or the high, it all is going to become clear. It is. It really is. We won't be in the dark for very much longer. No. There's great change at hand, to hand, and there's many who are going to come out of the woodwork, as it were. There's a lot going to be revealed in this not too distant future. Yeah, there is. This change has to happen. It has to do. Because this time round, this civilization, unlike previous civilizations, is not going to be allowed to perish. More so, Mother Earth is not going to be allowed to perish at the hands of the ignorant, because she's far too valuable for ignorance and those low vibrational frequencies to put an end to her. It would throw the whole universe out of balance, and creation is not going to allow that. So why don't you just lay your arms down? Just lay them down. Step out of it. Look at it from a higher perspective. Open your eyes. Wake up and really see what's going off here. Anyway, that's it for now. Personal opinion. There you go. But words that come from elsewhere. A higher source. And that's it. Wherever you are in the world, be love and be peace. And you will bring about a great change in this world. That's it for now. Take care.